What's happening with it, guys? White Boy Radio back with another one. On this video, I want to break down and debunk two moronic things that are going on about the father. Actually, it's going to be one breakdown and debunking of one thing, and I want to give you guys some insight of something that I've never said before. That, in my view, stemmed from something that the ultimate tragedy pimp Bullhorn Betty did, along with JLR and Molly Golightly in the Summer Wells case. Now, I cannot prove that what I'm going to tell you, this is where it stemmed from. So you be the judge of that. Please leave it in the comments. For the majority of you that have been around for both cases, I'm sure you'll understand where I'm coming from, regardless of the fact it happened. Okay, and I strongly believe it was because of what Bullhorn Betty did. But I want to debunk something first. Now, look, I don't know why people on YouTube say this. Don Wells does not pay me. He's a working man. He couldn't even pay me if he wants, and that's absolutely no shade to him. It's 2025. A lot of us are living week to week. Y'all know how it is. I am myself. Okay, so he's not paying me, and he didn't ask me to do this. I'm doing this because just the simple fact to knock down some of the tragedy pimps that are still lingering on, hoping to have some ridiculous theory over 3 years later in the Summer Wells case. I wish I can come on here and tell you guys about a breaking update in the case, but unfortunately it's at a standstill and the investigators are doing what they do and there is no new information. But as far as debunking, what I have been hearing is there is a theory about Don Wells having a $40,000 drug debt. Now, this is so stupid on so many levels. So stupid. Don Wells does not sell dope. And this is coming directly from Fred Hill, okay? The dude, okay, who has sold dope, been convicted of it. Look, he was about this big when he went to jail. Got his ass kicked on day one, and he married Ziggy. Shall I say more with his judgment choices? But and other people have repeated the dumb rhetoric here, but let's just break this down. $40,000 of a drug debt, okay? If he's not selling dope, right? He's not selling dope. He doesn't have a Cadillac on 22s. He doesn't have TVs in his Cadillac. Okay, he's not pimping. He's not pimping like that, guys. Okay, so that would literally narrow it down to personal use. Well, I don't know. Who in God's right mind has ever gotten $40,000 in debt with their dope dealer, right, for personal use? If that's the case, and if anybody out there watching this, I have no idea how many views this video is going to get. But if you know a dope dealer that will allow you $40,000 in the hole, please email me, whiteboylockdownradio@Yahoo. DM me on any social media. I would love to get that connect because it doesn't happen. It's the dumbest thing in the world. There's no dope dealer that's going to let you get 40 stacks in the hole. That is just the most moronic thing I've ever heard. And please leave in the comments. How stupid is that? Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Okay, that's what I want to debunk. Now, I have said both these things on two different lives, but I realize everybody can't watch every video, and I understand everybody can't watch every live. There's a lot of creators who I enjoy, and I work and stuff, and I can't catch all the lives. Some of the lives go on for a long time. I try to keep my lives 2 hours or less because I do want people to watch them. And time is money. You know what I mean? However, the next thing is stemming from Bullhorn Betty. Now, if you don't know this, you should. Comments. If you see anybody who is asking about this, please bring them up to speed. Although everybody should know this. In the beginning of the Summer Wells case via YouTube, you had Bullhorn Betty, you had JLR, and you had Molly Golightly as a team in full with Chronicles of Olivia as well involved in this, go to Tennessee on the job site of Don and Candace Wells and get them fired, right? I have no idea how this employer broke to the woke mob, if you will. I actually contacted this guy. It's on my playlist of somewhere else. I actually contacted the owner of this company to ask him, where was his ball sack when all this happened? I don't know. I guess the guy felt the pressure, but at the end of the day, he did fire them. He did fire them. Now, many of you already know this. This is old news, right? What a lot of you don't know is this is where I think it stems from BHB and also the whole team involved here. I guess I can't solely put the blame on her, if you will, but because of what you witnessed in that thing there, a lot of people don't know this. There was some blackmail going on revolving those actions, in my view. And here's why. And this is where I need you guys in the comments to put your input in. This is in my view. I believe they, I don't want to say they have blood on their hands, but they have guilt on their hands. You never know who's watching these videos. Like I just said, I don't have, this video might get 3 views or maybe 3 million. I have no clue. I have no control of that. But somebody witnessed via YouTube everything I just said, was watching the case, watch these people go up there and get these people fired, and they realized this guy did break. This guy did break to the mob. Shortly after that, there was blackmail involved. So somebody decided to call this same guy and say, I'm going to release a video of you doing this if you don't pay me this amount. Now, what was in the video? It's as of no importance because it did not even happen. But here's how crazy YouTube is. The guy, the employer, was considering paying the monetary amount even though he didn't do the accusations. But that's how much pressure was on this guy's shoulders, I guess. Now, I think he's a complete weak man and a moron for even considering paying it, but he almost did. And how about he had to contact, of all people, Don, who he recently fired from the same people, getting getting him to break, I guess for advice. And if I was Don, I would have told him to go f himself 15 times. But Don just told him, like, what are you thinking? Needless to say, nothing was paid. There was no blackmail. There was no ransom. But there was an attempt to blackmail. And people, why I say this lies on BHB's hands, and also not just BHB guys. Trust me. If there's one time, if there's anybody I would love to just give it to and drill, it's her. But to be fair, there's more. There's a combined effort with many tragedy pimps people. It wasn't just BHB. We gotta call it. You gotta call it. People gotta be fair. The point is, like, there's somebody watching this stuff and they got an idea in their head. You never know who's watching these videos, to literally call, contact, and think they could pull this off, which they almost did. It's insane. We laugh at some of the dumb stuff that this idiot does, BHB and her friends. We laugh, we get a kick out of it, but at the same time, we do know she's dangerous. We do know that she is just a menace to these cases. But we don't know everything and the full impact of what she does. How many of you actually knew that this thing happened here? If maybe some of you did from hearing this in my live, but I felt it was important to put this in video format and get it out because, listen, there are things that happen behind people's words on here, people's actions on here, and look, there's bad players on here. For a long time, I've said, I used to take like call-ins for people when I would have Don on panel and stuff, and people would ask him, what is Summer's favorite color and favorite cake or favorite food and favorite toy and favorite movie and favorite this and favorite that. And at some point on a live, somebody was doing that, and I had to cut it all out. And the thinking was, it wasn't that anybody was asking a wrong question or with evil intentions, but merely, what if the person who has her captive is watching these questions? They could make it very comfortable, hypothetically, by providing the favorite food, the favorite toy, the favorite movie, etc. We never know who's watching these videos, and evil is in the world. I don't think you need me to tell you that. But I wanted to get this out here because it is important. And in my view, it was BHB and her friends, her actions by getting them fired that somebody who was evil watching with bad intentions, worse than hers and her friends, doubled down and thought they could get some money out of it. It's sick. It's sick. We don't ever know who's watching these videos. Myself, I have had friends. I come from a different community, and I know for a fact that a few YouTubers that I know personally have gotten in trouble from YouTube. They've gotten arrested from it, from detectives watching this and everything else. You bet your ass they are. You know, so sometimes when we're laughing at this lady, and I like to bring comedy into some of the dumb things she does. At the end of the day, she is dangerous, and we never know who's watching this thing here, man. So I thought this was important to get out to everybody. Again, I wish I could bring you some positive information and update on the case, but it's unfortunately it's not the case, and we still have to wait around and find out. And hopefully that one day that comes. But that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you smash a like for me, man, and always remember, man, we never know who's watching these videos. Take care. Peace. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.